Joint Council for Qualifications, a guide to appeals processes, Summer 2020 series for the attention of heads of centers, senior leaders within schools and colleges. So you can appeal, and these are the processes that you're going to follow for this Summer 2021 series. So when the exams come out in a couple of weeks' time, you follow this process if you want to appeal your results. So in this document on page 27, it tells you appeals for private candidates, and page 29, the time scale, which is very important. Appendix A, awarding organizations contact details. I will put a link to where this document is, so if you need to refer to it, you'll be able to access it. On page 7, it says, where the center does not believe that an error has been made, but a student believes that an error persists, a student may ask the center to submit an appeal to the awarding organization on their behalf. The center must submit the student's appeal if requested and must prove the required full supporting and must provide the required full supporting evidence. Depending on the grounds of the appeal, the awarding organization will consider whether the grade reflects an unreasonable exercise of academic judgment and or whether the center follows its procedure properly and consistently in arriving at the student's result or in conducting its review, and or whether the awarding organization made an administrative error. So this guidance applies solely to the appeal of a result issued in summer 2021. Importance of retaining evidence. It is important that where possible, all evidence and records on which a student's grade is based, including copies of the student's work and any mark records, is retained safely. At the bottom, records of students' evidence should be kept accessible so that they can be used if a student wishes to appeal their grade. Information a center can share with students. The sources of evidence that will be used to determine their grade, along with any grades or marks associated with them. This transparency will allow students to identify any errors or highlight circumstances relating to pieces of evidence and should reduce the number of instances where students request a center review or awarding organization appeal once results have been issued. Who can request a review and when? Any student, including a private candidate, may submit a request for a center review on the grounds that the center has failed to follow its procedures properly or consistently in arriving at that result, or made an administrative error in relation to the result. So, for example, a student has requested a center review, believing that the school has transposed some of their marks that make up the range of evidence. The center finds that the student's concerns are correct. There was an administrative error. The center reviews the grade for the student considering this finding to determine whether the final judgment would have changed the result. All requests for an appeal must be made directly to the center which submitted the grade and must be received by the awarding organization by 23rd of August 2021. Remember this date, 23rd of August 2021. For priority appeals, for students applying to higher education who did not attain their firm choice, that is the offer they accepted as their first choice and wish to appeal an A-level or other level 3 qualification results, or by 17 September for non-priority appeals. How to appeal? A center must submit an appeal to the awarding organization if the student considers that the center did not follow its procedure properly or consistently in arriving at the results or during the center review. The awarding organization made an administrative error in relation to the result. The center made an unreasonable exercise of academic judgment in the choice of evidence from which to determine the grade and or the determination of that grade from the evidence. Key dates post publication of results. Key dates for priority appeals: 10 August to 16 August 2021. Window for students to request a center review. 10 August to 20 August 2021. Centers conduct center reviews. 10 August to 23 August 2021. Centers submit appeals to awarding organizations. Awarding organizations contact details. For AQA, center should apply for a center review, grade change, or an appeal using this web address. For OCR, that's the address. For Pearson, that's the address. And for WJEC, that's the address. Optional template student request and consent form, which you can complete. What may happen to your grade during the center review and appeals process? If you request a center review or an awarding organization appeal, there are 3 possible outcomes. 1, your original grade is lowered, so your final grade will be lower than the original grade you received. 2, your original grade is confirmed, so there is no change to your grade. 3, your original grade is raised, so your final grade will be higher than the original grade you received. And that's what most students want, number 3. And good luck when you make your appeal. Stage 1, center review, a student request. So you complete this form. Complete this form, put your name, and put your signature and the date, and hand into the center. So you can buy GCSE equation sheets for £1.49. It has all the formula you need for the 2022 GCSE and IGCSE exams. It covers, you have to for Edexcel and IGCSE, for AQA, WJEC, OCR, IGCSE. You pay via PayPal and you pay £1.49. You will be sent an electronic copy to your email immediately. All the formula you need to learn for the 2022 GCSE and IGCSE exams.